We just bought this Mazda RX-7. It is a beaut. There's only one problem. We took the engine out. This is Deveris. He is an actual donut subscriber, and if he can put that engine back in that car and get it to start in the next 2 hours, he can keep it.
Come on, just go in.
Along the way, we're gonna take you inside of Deveris' dome, into the mind of a mechanic, and hopefully you'll walk away with some skills to apply to your own build. As soon as he touches this car, that clock is gonna start counting down, and he's gonna have 2 hours. You ready?
Nope.
All right. Big announcement, probably the biggest announcement we've ever made. The entire Donut crew is going on tour. We are gonna come to your town if you live in 5 very specific cities.
That's right.
It's gonna be so good.
It's a live theater experience based on all of our YouTube stuff. You're gonna be hearing about some car stuff, some tool stuff,
some joke stuff, lots of audience participation. It's gonna be a really, really fun time. Tickets go on sale Friday, April 8th. There's also VIP tickets available. Those are very limited. So if you wanna meet us in person and take selfies or whatever and ask us questions, you better hurry and get those.
This is new, I'm new, come check us out.
We're really, really, really excited about this. We're really, really, really excited to perform live for you guys, excited to meet you guys, and excited to be in your town. So go to donutlive.com, get your tickets today. I can't wait to meet you. Nolan, start the clock! Yeah.
And we're off. It's a beautiful car.
Dude, perfect Cali cruiser.
Perfect drift missile. Oh boy. Hood latch works.
Yeah, hood latch works. Did you notice anything weird? We have all the parts that you're gonna need. We got a shop full of tools. You can use whatever you want.
A starter would be nice. And a motor to go with it.
All right, we got a motor for you. And at one point, it did run in that car. We can attest to that. You're wasting valuable seconds.
I'm trying not to. I'm trying to observe.
You have much experience with rotaries?
None whatsoever. Yes, yes, I do.
My heart dropped so fast just then. I was like, oh.
So there are a ton of things that can go wrong when you're doing an engine swap, but luckily that engine is the same one that was originally in this car. We just happened to pull it out. But still, you're putting an engine in a car. He's got to hook up all the fuel lines, the vacuum lines, coolant lines. All that stuff has to be connected or else it's not going to start. So you better hurry the up.
James, watch your toe, right toe.
10 minutes down, you're doing great.
I love how he has a bat.
Yeah, you better hurry up.
Dude, I'm actually kind of curious your plan of attack, bro.
There's a lot of stuff in the way. You want this to go in as smooth as possible. Make sure you don't hit anything. I normally won't have this on because it just makes it a lot easier, but I'm going to attempt to put this motor in here, even with the exhaust manifold.
But then what?
We'll cross that bridge when we get to it.
What do a lot of people mess up on this process?
Rushing,
Yeah.
not taking their time.
Well, good thing you have plenty of time.
No, I don't. No, I don't. I have no time at all.
This is a second generation FC Mazda RX-7, very famous for its rotary engine. Now, because of how small and light those rotary engines are, this car has a red line of 8,000 RPM. That's awesome. Rotary engines require a bit more care than most owners are used to.
Ooh. It's okay. It's okay.
And because of that, if you're looking to buy a rotary powered car, I highly recommend that you do a lot of research first, know what to look for, or bring someone along that does. Hit up Aaron in his DMs. You may have seen Aaron's race car on this channel, The Wolf, on an episode of B2B. You might have seen it on Netflix's HYPERDRIVE as well. Aaron loves rotary engines. We couldn't do this episode without having Aaron in the garage.
Watch your hands.
Yeah, hands are clear.
This is gonna pose a problem. The exhaust, I should have took it off. It's hitting the firewall. So it's not gonna go up anymore unless I go up on the, nope, that's not gonna work either.
Looks like he's kind of struggling to get the motor aligned with the transmission. This is a massive piece of the puzzle. This could make or break whether he goes home with the car or not. Here's your motor, it's going down. To get it in the bay, it has to tilt. So a good way to get that to align with the transmission is put a jack under the transmission and raise it up. That way when you mate them, you don't have to worry about this weird angle like this.
It's messing with angles. Good thing I got an A in geometry. Pythagorean theorem. Obtuse.
1 hour, 41 minutes remaining.
Random time update, but okay.
It's not really a milestone, Nolan.
Yeah, push that forward.
Fingers clear.
Fingers clear. It's a little late.
I'm literally like this close.
Yeah, you're close. You're lined up pretty good.
Is it hitting the pipe at the bottom?
No.
Ooh, was that a mating?
No.
Or just a mating call?
False mate.
I feel you want to go in. Just go in. But it's fighting me and I can't see.
What it's hitting on?
Yeah. Come on.
Are the gears aligned in there, do you think? Or do you need...
That's what I don't know. And that's the difficult part with everything on.
So you have an input shaft, and then you have the motor. If it's not aligned, it's gonna be butting up against splines.
Do you want me to put it in gear?
What sometimes can help is if you like disconnect the drive shaft and then rotate the output shaft of the transmission while it is in gear, and then you effectively rotate the input shaft, which is what he's having trouble lining up. Oh heck, she's getting close.
Getting close.
Even once this thing gets mated up, there's a load of work left to do. You still got a pile of parts.
1 hour, 21 minutes remaining.
He's giving some random time updates.
Dude, I think you should put it gear, bro. Just to give it a go. If it ain't gonna hurt you.
Yeah, try it.
First gear, engaged.
It's in.
Oh, it's in?
Did you get it lined up?
Yeah.
Yeah, dude! Yeah, dude! Nolan, time!
1 hour, 11 minutes. Oh. 11 seconds.
God's number! He's gonna do it!
Now to put all the parts on.
Yeah.
All Smokey has to do is get this thing started. It doesn't have to run perfect. There's a lot of corners that he can cut that'll get it going. Not good enough to drive home, but definitely good enough to win the car. Doesn't have to connect all the vacuum lines, doesn't have to do all the carb stuff.
You're saying that pretty loud.
Get in the hole.
Dude, you should do this one first. So the motor's gonna have these keyways and there's these holes on the transmission. So you're trying to get them aligned. So even though the motor and the input shaft is 90% of the way in, if those don't align, it's not gonna sit flush, which means you can't get any of the transmission bolts in, which means we're hung up and we can't get past this point. Yeah, stop. Going in?
Yeah, just gotta wiggle it.
You wanna ratchet?
Yeah,
What do you need?
14. Awesome sauce, thank you, sir.
We don't have a swivel head one.
Or a wrench.
Sorry, James.
No, it's okay. Just getting tools, because that's my job. I touch these for one show, and one show only. High-low, coming soon to donamedia.com. If you haven't hit that subscribe button, go ahead and do it. If you like this video, hit that like button. It really helps us in the algorithm. That's what I do. That's what I do.
Is there a Perrier over there?
There are a couple of main pieces that you need to know to understand how a rotary engine works. The first is the old Dorito. This is the rotor. This is a 2-rotor setup, so you have 2 of these. And this sits right down in here in the housing. Now, an internal combustion engine works on suck, squeeze, bang, blow. And all of that is happening in 3 distinct chambers of this rotary engine. As it rotates, it's gonna pull in air and fuel into this chamber. It's going to continue to spin. It's going to compress that air-fuel mixture. Then we have our spark plugs right here. Those fire, that creates the power stroke, which has all that exhaust gas. It gets shot out this exhaust port right there, and then the cycle continues. This is the transmission side, and this is front of the engine side. So,
Explain it to me like a Big Mac. That's kind of all I understand.
okay, so this is your bottom bread, right? Okay, this is the transmission side. Okay, this is your meat patty.
Sure.
It's a burger that's filled with cheese.
No way.
Yeah, on the inside's a piece of cheese, right?
Oh, I bet I'd like that.
Okay, now this is your lettuce, tomato, onion.
This delectable delicacy.
That's a toothpick that you put through the center of the burger so everything stays together.
Nice.
Right? Here's your other patty with its other cheesy goodness, and then this is your top bread. This is a sesame seed bun
Nice.
top. And this is the hands you get after you eat it.
1 hour remaining. 60 minutes, 50% has gone by. Good luck.
How many bolts you got in?
That one, these 2, And then there's another bolt that goes behind the starter. Yeah, I'm gonna run out of time.
I mean, how many do you need to get in, really? Like, you know.
Well, you at least need the one for the starter, which would be this one.
As we've mentioned, all he has to do to win is get this thing running, which means he can cut corners. Not necessary to run, probably not necessary to run, not necessary to run.
Yeah, as long as it starts up, cranks over, fires, creates some smoke, good to go, right?
Yep, so I keep trying to put that in his head. I know the tendency of a mechanic is to do things right, put all the bolts in, right?
Yeah.
But we gotta think about the game here.
Don't need this to run, but do need these. Oh, this brace is so in my way. I am struggling, but right now I am trying to put the starter back on. Oh crap. Okay. Come on, don't do this to me.
Oh man, I'm stressed.
You're stressed.
Dude, I stress about everything.
All right, Smokey, you've got 31 minutes left on the clock. Do you think you can pull this off? Do you think you can get started by then?
You want the honest answer?
I think you can.
This is the rat's nest.
Oh man.
Yeah. It is a vacuum diagram, so it runs all of your vacuum. Your rat's nest also houses your fuel rails. The question is, how do I maneuver this?
Do you need to do that right now?
Yes and no, only because of the fuel.
Okay.
Because the fuel rail is also connected to this.
Sure. Are you gonna
So-
leave like the vacuum lines hanging off?
Yep. It should start. If it doesn't, then we know why.
Ooh, that's a big piece.
Intake manifold, upper, lower?
Middle.
I have a suggestion.
Yes.
You're not gonna be able to put the connectors on the injectors unless you do them first before putting that on.
I love you, Aaron.
Wow, that was a good tip though.
Dude,
Not to
that
waste a lot of
just
time.
that might just won him a car.
That might be the difference.
And that's why Aaron's here. Because we wouldn't have known that.
Don't need you.
Yes,
You're in my way.
that's it right there.
Don't need you either.
He's literally just like a cartoon throwing stuff over his shoulder. Coolant, get it out of here. Belts, don't need you. Get gone, get lost. There we go, there we go.
Stop the clock. Stop the clock. There's 20 minutes left, and that means it's time for. Point that away from me, Mario. There's 20 minutes left, and that means it's time for the CarParts.com Trivia Challenge, brought to you by CarParts.com. CarParts.com. Get the right parts right now. So I hear you're a gamer. You're a gamer boy. I got a bunch of video game trivia questions here. For every question that you get right, we're gonna add 7 minutes to that clock. Number one, the Halo map called Coagulation was originally titled what?
I don't play Halo. Not a Halo guy. Sorry.
Okay, Keanu Reeves is in what video game?
Ooh, I know. Something 77.
Wrong, Cyberpunk.
Thank you.
All right.
Yeah.
When was the first Call of Duty released?
Oh God. 2001.
2003, wrong, you're not doing very well. The world of Grand Theft Auto Vice City is based on what city? It's a real US city.
Miami Vice. Yeah.
Yes! Yes! All right, that's 7. Nolan, keep tabs. Who is playing Nathan Drake in the Uncharted movie?
Tom Holland.
Yes! All right, that's 7 minutes. In the game Halo, what is the Halo?
Planet.
Yes! That's 7 minutes. What is the most expensive game ever made? People still play it. It's kind of old.
Call of Duty.
GTA 5 is right.
Was it?
Final question. What video game are me and Nolan in? If you don't know this one, you gotta leave.
Forza?
No, Dirt 5.
Wait,
Dirt 5, check
Really?
it out. Yeah, me and Nolan are in it.
I just downloaded that.
You should have played it first, man.
I was here.
Should've played it before
I
you got
downloaded
here.
it last night.
It's a whole new game, baby.
Whole new game, baby. Second lease on life. Let's rock and roll. CarParts.com. Get the right parts right now.
You guys are really in Dirt 5.
For any car to run, you need fuel, air, spark, and we should have most of that. You got the fuel all connected. It should be able to get air, and it knows how much it's getting because you got everything all plugged
Because that's
in.
connected to the fuel pump.
You got spark and confident about where the wires are going.
Yes.
Seems like just about the bare essentials have been hooked up.
Yes.
What are you doing there?
Don't do that.
my bad.
Does it turn?
I don't know. If you misalign something, a good indicator is that there's binding and then it won't spin. Oh, dude.
Move, Aaron. You're a jerk. You're a jerk. You're a jerk. No.
All right, so we're officially adding fluids.
Oh, dude, it's coming out the bottom, bro.
Is it? Leave, Aaron.
We're getting antsy over here. Only 30 minutes left on the clock. Oof. Tick, 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 tick.
Don't do this to me.
All right.
Don't do this to me.
So you don't need that bolt on there. It. You don't need it. You don't even need that air filter. Huh?
Start it.
Yeah?
You started, it's your car.
Yeah, you give it a whirl. We'll stand out here and let you know it comes off.
It's the moment of truth. Are you ready to give her a whirl?
No.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm backing up a little bit.
Doesn't count.
Sounds
Let the
close.
fuel pump prime.
If it's flooded, it's not gonna start, or if it's not getting fuel, it's not gonna start. So a good way to check is if you just like can spray some,
Brake clean or
yeah, if you spray the brake clean and it's flooded, it'll clear it out.
Oh, that's a lot of gas.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of gas over here too.
Is it leaking?
Yeah, it's leaking down there. Maybe have a fire extinguisher standing by.
I got it.
Hey, I have to pee.
Dude, your stream ain't that thick.
You haven't even seen it.
So we've got a small fuel leak right under the intake manifold, which is really hard to get to. He's got to pull the intake manifold off, address the leak, and hopefully it'll start.
All in 20 minutes.
Is that hose on all the way?
Probably not.
Everybody, this little leak of mine, I'm gonna try and find. This little leak of mine,
Sing it!
I'm gonna try and find.
Get it on there. So Smokey's putting a clamp on the knuckle here to make sure it doesn't leak.
15 minutes left.
Can't tell if I'm nauseous because I'm nervous or if I've been huffing gas for the past 25 minutes.
Tight, 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 tight. Plug, 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 plug.
You just gotta put these little bolts in the back. I mean, all right, Sue.
Just a couple of those, give it a crank. That way you don't have to focus too much on the little bolts. And if there is an issue, then you have time to address it.
Yeah, yeah.
You want to spritz the starting fluid?
Sure. Stand by with that.
Oh, stop.
Okay.
Stop it. What just sparked there?
Alternator's probably trying to ground out somewhere. Did you take something off that wasn't before? 7 minutes. 7 minutes. I'm dying right now, dude.
7 minutes in hell, dude.
This is the ground right there. I just didn't put it in. Not my finest work.
So we're good?
We'll see. Everyone back up.
Don't hold the throttle. It doesn't seem like there's spark.
I would say probably no spark.
Dude, we've only got 5 minutes.
Start plugging some random bullshit in just because, you know what?
It's also covered in gas and we're chasing down sparks.
Yeah, everyone should back up.
Ground it, ground it, ground it. See if she sparks.
Go ahead.
Cranking.
Damn rotaries.
Aaron,
Yeah.
swap those fuel lines again for me.
Which ones?
You swapped these two right here before. They look crossed now.
They do look crossed.
Because I crossed them because it looked like the feed and the return were backwards.
It's really a group effort.
When it comes down to it, your friends jump in,
To get you going.
get you going.
The prize is the friendship we made along the way here.
Fire extinguisher ready?
Yep.
Go!
Go, go, go!
Keep going.
What are you doing to me? Like we said, it doesn't have to run well, it just has to run. Smokey, when you got here, that engine was over there. Now it's in there. You talked too much through this whole thing. You made me so incredibly nervous. You know nothing about video games. You did win a freaking car. If you want to maybe win a car, hit that subscribe button. He's actually subscribed to our channel. Go to donutmedia.com. Get yourself some merch. I'm super excited about new items every week. Give Smokey props in the comments because that was mind-wrecking.
I need a drink.
You need to get this piece of shit out of our shop.